Rodrigo's journal, The Adventure into the Unknown. It was in the year of grace 1492 that a young sailor, Rodrigo, with a heart full of dreams and ambitions, stood on the deck of the Santa Maria, the largest of the three vessels in Christopher Columbus's fleet. For months, he had heard talks about this daring voyage westward, toward what was supposedly a quicker route via the sea to the riches of Asia. He had been skeptical, but his friends and family had finally accepted his wish to go along. Rodrigo was a simple seaman with an unquenchable thirst for curiosity and a bold spirit. Each night under the bright stars, he dreamed of fabulous treasures and unknown lands they may discover. The days were filled with hard work, but at night he wrote in his journal the observations of every feeling he had. One evening, when the moon faintly shone on the waves, Rodrigo heard alarming murmurs among the crew. The provisions had been running low, and fresh water was getting scarce. Some of the superstitious sailors were starting to believe that this voyage was doomed. Rodrigo himself sometimes felt a deep fear, but he forced himself to stay brave, and reminded himself of the words of Columbus, "We cannot discover new worlds without losing sight of the shore." One morning, weeks at sea without a land in sight, Captain Columbus called all the crew together. "We are close," he declared with conviction that blazed like fire. "I have faith in this expedition. Hold on a little longer, and we shall be rewarded more than our wildest dreams." The words rekindled hope in Rodrigo and his comrades. However, the situation turned critical when the main mast of Santa Maria broke during a raging storm. Rodrigo, among other sailors, worked relentlessly to patch up the damage, spurred on by their determination to see what lay beyond the horizon. One night, watching, Rodrigo saw a flickering light over the horizon. His heart racing, he ran to wake Columbus. The captain, checking with his own eyes, could hardly contain his joyous cry, "Tierra, tierra en micro, degrinu 1/2 3/4." The sailors ran to the deck, exhausted but elated. New hope shone in those tired eyes. On the morning of October 12, 1492, Rodrigo and his companions set foot on an island they christened San Salvador. The island was green with unknown flora and fauna, and inhabited by peoples with strange and curious customs. Moved with awe, Rodrigo confided to his journal, "We have discovered a new world, rich and mysterious, full of promise and adventure." The return to Spain was a triumph. Rodrigo, fortified by his experience and his stories, became a respected figure among sailors and explorers. His journal became precious testimony of this incredible adventure. Thus, the young sailor Rodrigo fulfilled his dream. He had left the shore familiar to discover the unknown, and in return, he had taken part in one of the most significant discoveries of humanity. Stories of his adventures have inspired generations of navigators to explore immense oceans, seeking what the horizons conceal.